Welcome. Hi, I'm Susan. This is Comeback Yoga, and we're doing an all levels class today. This is a 50-minute class, 50 minutes, and we'll be practicing together. We'll do some warming up, and then we'll do some strength work and some balancing. We'll do some flexibility work. We'll do some breathing. We'll do some uh, resting, and then we'll be done. Of course, you're going to be breathing the whole time. Um, that's my that's my hope. And breathing techniques, though, are a little bit different. Breathing techniques are part of yoga, and there's a lot of different parts of yoga that we don't necessarily even have to talk about ever. It's just a practice. You do yoga. Lots of people say, "Oh, I should do yoga." Well, all you got to do is just do it. You don't have to be particularly flexible. You don't have to be really balancy. You don't have to do anything except want to do it and do it. That's it. Um, so if you are one of those people who is always saying, "Oh, I should do yoga," then just try it. Just try it. Just and this is a really good way to do it. You've got just your own space and nobody's watching you, and you can fall over and nobody's going to say anything or worry about you. You can do exactly what you want to do with your practice, and that's a cool thing. um, I kind of wish that everybody would do that in their when they're in the yoga studio too. Is just kind of do your own thing. It's good. It's cool. um, and hope that you'll feel after this class you'll feel empowered to practice yoga in your own way whenever you practice and wherever you practice. And I'm going to offer different suggestions for variations of poses. I don't believe that any one pose of any one variation of a pose is the best one. There's just different variations that make more sense for us at particular times. So sometimes a variation makes better sense for me because I want to focus on a lot of balance, or I want to focus on a lot of strength. Depending on where my leg is, it gives me different aspects to practice. So that's my point. Um, that's my spiel for class, and I hope you'll take it to heart that this is really about you. That you can practice any way you want, and just to take care of yourself. Yoga is a physical practice. There's no reason to push or shove or force yourself to do anything. You've got your whole yoga practice life um, to work on um, all of your goals, and um, it all just comes with practice. That's it. You just got to do it with regularity. Let's start. Let's start together. Um, now, if you're not familiar with Comeback Yoga is a nonprofit. We offer yoga and meditation classes to people who have a military background. And if you do have that military background, then there are more options available to you. You can go to our website, comebackyoga.org, and you can find out more about us. And you can take in-person classes and be part of the community. And if you don't have a military background, maybe you just want to know more about us, go to our website too. And everybody's welcome on YouTube. And maybe you want to see how you can get more involved and help us spread the word about these classes available. So everybody is welcome. Thanks for being here. Let's start together by sitting comfortably as possible. You can cross your legs if you like, and sit up tall. And this is about the relationship, the alignment of your head, your rib cage, and your pelvis, big bony structures of your body. And you want to pull your chin back a little. And it's feeling your spine, natural curves of your spine. If you put one hand behind the back of your neck, you can feel your neck curving forward away from your hand towards the front of your throat. And then if you feel back your middle back, your upper back, it pushes back into your hand. So it curves back that way. And then you slide one hand down towards your low back. Your low back curves forward just exactly like your neck, curves forward towards your belly button. And then slide one hand down towards your tailbone, and your tailbone mimics the curve at your middle, your upper back. So bring your arms around in front of you and hold your opposite shoulders and consider those curves, those natural curves of your spine, and feel how you can move your head around and move your rib cage around and wiggle around in your sit bones. and let the natural curves of your spine settle in there and celebrate and acknowledge natural curves of your spine. Notice while you're holding your arms across your rib cage, what happens in your body when you breathe. You're inhaling and exhaling and noticing the things that happen in your body when you breathe. It's just simple. You're not trying to notice anything in particular. I'm not asking you to find anything um, particularly um, uh, special. Just your breath. Just feel what happens in your body. You might notice muscles. You might notice expansion, contraction. You might notice all kinds of different things. Notice what you notice when you breathe. And take your hands to your opposite elbows. Lift your forearms up towards your forehead. Stretch your shoulders. Keep your right arm on top. Put your left hand down onto the floor and stretch your right elbow up towards the ceiling. Inhale to lift up. Take your right hand over towards your left knee. Turn and look. Glide your hands to your opposite elbows. Lift your forearms up toward your forehead. Stretch your shoulders. Keep your left arm where it is. Take your right hand down towards the floor. Point your left elbow up towards the ceiling. Big stretch. Lift your torso. Take your left hand over towards your right knee. Turn and look. Face forward. Put your hands on the tops of your legs and lean forward. Get a big stretch on the back side of your body. Straighten your arms and bring your hands back behind you and lift your rib cage and get a stretch on the front side of your body. And soften your rib cage and stick your legs out in front of you and wiggle your sit bones back a little bit. Press down into your heels, pop your toes up, pop your knees up. Wrap your left arm underneath your legs and take your right hand to your right hip. Inhale to lift up and wrap your right arm underneath your legs and take your left hand to your left hip. Inhale to lift up, interlace your fingers behind your right leg and drag it back with you as you lean your torso back. You can float your left foot off the floor. And then switch legs, interlace your fingers behind your left leg, lean back, stretch, and you can float your right leg. Both legs out in front of you, wiggle your sit bones back and lean forward over your legs. And lift your torso, and this time hold on to your right leg and angle your right leg. So your foot comes over towards your left shoulder. Stretching your right leg long and lean forward and pick up your left leg. And angle your left leg, holding on and rocking. Your left leg goes long. And then put soles of your feet together, knees pointing out to the sides. Hook your fingers over the fronts of your ankles and lean forward. Inhaling and lift your torso, cross your legs underneath you. Put your hands down onto your mat. Walk yourself into table position and stretch your right leg long back behind you. You've got a couple different options here. Your foot can stay on the floor. Your leg could lift to parallel to the floor, or you could bend your knee and push your foot up towards the ceiling. So you've got these three different options. Pause, hold steady, and let both knees come to the floor and move through cat and cow, lifting and lowering your belly and finding those natural curves of your spine again. Then we're switching. Other leg goes long. You can have your foot on the floor. You can lift your leg to parallel to the floor. You can bend your knee and lift your thigh. Entire stretch. So choose one. Hold it there for a little bit. And put your leg down and move through cat and cow again. Taking your right leg long back behind you, curl your knee underneath you. Keep your left hand down Your right foot comes forward a little bit, and we'll lean into a big, deep stretch. You can move forward and back a little bit. And bring your right leg back into any variation of bird dog, foot on the floor, leg floating, knee bent, and both knees down. Once again, move through cat and cow. And switch sides. Left leg long, left leg floats, left knee bent, and stepping through. And you're stretching. Left leg's in front, right hand stays down. You can move forward and back a little bit. Front leg comes back into your bird dog variation. Both knees down. Sit back, your hips on your heels, hands on the tops of your legs. Look straight ahead towards the top of your mat. As you breathe, take air into your nose or your mouth, however you're breathing. Take air into your body. Feel your air come into your body. Pull your air down into the base of your body and soften and release your exhale. Inhale and sit up a little bit taller. Emphasize the natural curves of your spine. Big inhale, and exhale, and let your body sink a little bit. Putting your hands one more time onto your mat, move through cat and cow. When we're easing into downward facing dog, hands on the floor, feet on the floor, hips angling up toward the wall and the ceiling meet, and lift and lower your heels and pedal out your feet and stretch through your body. Your head's between your arms and your hips are pointing up and your legs are lengthening. Let's start to walk your feet towards each other and stick your left leg along back behind you. This is three-legged dog. So kind of like bird dog, what we're doing on the floor, you could do this lengthen in a couple different ways. So you could lift your leg just a tiny bit. You could lift your leg a lot. You could bend your knee. And step through. Left leg comes down and lift yourself up into a high lunge. Your front knee's bent and your back leg's long, and you're squaring your hips towards the short edge of your mat. And take both arms forward and take your right hand across to your left leg, left hand to your left hip, and lean forward. You could take your right forearm to your left thigh. You could straighten your arm and bring your straight arm on the outside of your front leg. So we've got three different options here: hand, forearm, straight arm. Inhale to lift, reach your arms overhead and lean back. Put your hands down on the floor, and we're stepping all the way back into that downward facing dog variation. And you can choose, you want your foot a little bit off the floor, you want your leg lifting up to where the wall and the ceiling meet, or you can have your knee bent. Both feet come down. We're hanging out in our downward facing dog. Then bring yourself into plank. Ease into upward facing dog. And pull back into downward facing dog. We're switching legs. Your right leg stretches back, and you can do a couple different things. Your foot could be floating barely across above the floor. Your leg could be lifted quite a bit, pointing up to where the wall and the ceiling meet. You could bend your knee. And stepping your foot forward in between your hands, we're lifting up into high lunge. Both arms reach overhead. And take your left hand, cross, right hand to your right hip. So you can start out with your hand on your leg. You could have your forearm. You could have your straight arm on your right leg. And how do you know which one is right for you? Well, you pay attention. How does your body feel? What does your breath tell you? Are you feeling like you um, want to be in the position that you're in? Are you feeling like you're gaining energy or losing energy? Just pay attention and listen. Nice job. Inhale to lift. Arms reach up towards the ceiling. Exhaling, putting your hands down onto the floor. And we're stepping back into that same variation. You can choose a different variation though each time. So, three-legged dog. Maybe your knee is bent. Both feet down. Hinge into your downward facing dog. Then bringing yourself into plank. We'll ease into upward facing dog. And then let your knees come down and sit back with your hips on your heels, with your hands on the tops of your legs. Roll through your shoulders, up and back and down, and settle your shoulders into their pockets on your upper back. And once again, notice the natural curves of your spine. This time, do it opposite. Bring your fingertips lightly to your throat and feel your neck spine curving kind of away or curving towards your fingers. And then take one hand to your heart and feel your spine curving back towards your back. And take a hand to your belly and feel your spine curving towards your hand on your belly. And then to put your fingertips on your upper glutes and feel your tailbone kind of curving towards your fingertips. And take your arms out in front of you, wrap your arms across your shoulders, and curl forward and allow your elbows to come to the floor. Maybe you walk your knees out and let your forehead come down towards the floor too. Inhaling to lift, take your hands to your opposite elbows. Take your arms overhead, stretching out your shoulders, and releasing your arms down by your sides. Glide your hands forward in upward facing dog. Move your hips back, cross your legs underneath you, sit back into boat pose, any boat. Feet on the floor, shins parallel to the floor, straightening your legs, reaching arms overhead. And take your left leg long, right knee out to the side, and rotate. Left arm in the inside of your left leg, right arm reaches up and over. Inhale to lift. Take your right leg and rock it. Switching sides, right leg long out in front of you, left knee bent out to the side. Right arm comes down on the inside of your right leg and your left arm stretches up and over. Inhale to lift up, hold on to your left leg and rock your left. Stretch both legs out in front of you and hinge forward into your forward fold. And then reach so much or bend your knees so much that you can hold on to your big toes, elbows on the insides of your knees, and lift your torso. Release. Put your arms behind you, walk your heels back, put your toes on the floor, and float your feet. Roll through your feet and your ankles. Cross your legs underneath you, plant your hands down, and start to walk your knees back, hips back toward your heels, and find puppy pose. This is the kneeling variation of downward facing dog. Sometimes it's called puppy pose. It's kind of like a cute name for it, but it's kneeling downward facing dog is all it is. It's just a variation, as all poses are variations of a certain shape. Lifting your torso, walking your hands back, take your left elbow up towards the ceiling and glide your left arm over towards the right. Your left ear, your left shoulder can come down to the floor. If you want, your hips can move back towards your heels. Pressing down into your right hand, take your left elbow up towards the ceiling and switch sides. Right elbow up towards the ceiling. And glide your right arm behind your left arm. If you want, your hips can move back toward your heels. Pressing down into your left hand, right elbow points up, and both hands down. Walk your knees towards each other. Walk your hands forward. Let's find the bird dog once again. Your toes could be down, your leg could be lifted, your knee could be bent with your thigh lifting. Then curl your left knee and bring your left knee towards your left elbow. Stretch your left leg long. And bring your left knee underneath you towards your right elbow. Your left leg goes long and both knees down. Come up to kneeling and let's find a side stretch towards the leg that you were moving. Left arm down, right arm up and over. Inhale and lift your torso, hands back down onto your mat. And we're finding the bird dog. Your right knee comes toward your right elbow. Your right leg goes long. Your right knee comes across underneath you towards your left elbow. Your right leg goes long. And your right knee comes down, walking your knees out a little bit, tucking your toes under, lifting yourself, and you're leaning towards your leg that was moving, right arm down, left arm up and over. Inhale and lift your torso. Wrap your left arm underneath your right. Shift your weight onto your right knee, step your left foot forward. Tuck your back toes under, lift your back knee. Lift your torso and lean back a little. And bring your torso on the inside of your front leg. Lift your torso. You can unwrap your arms and put your hands down and assist your back knee down, or you can slowly lower your back knee down to the floor. Left leg meets your right leg. Unwrap your arms, sweep your arms overhead. Exhale and take your right arm underneath your left. Shifting weight onto your left knee, stepping your right foot forward. Tucking your back toes under and lifting your back knee. Inhaling to lift your torso, lift your arms. Exhaling and bringing your torso on the inside of your front leg. You can unwrap your arms and put your hands on the floor to lift your torso. You can unwrap your arms and assist, or you can simply put your back knee down to the floor, stepping back, unwrapping your arms and sweeping your arms up and overhead. Connect your palms. Exhale, draw your hands down in front of the center line of your body. Press your thumbs into your sternum. Lift and lean back into camel pose. Inhale, lift to neutral, hands on the tops of your legs, and sit back and look at the space up at the top of your mat. Give yourself one more inhale and exhale here. And notice the natural curves of your spine. This time you might think about the side of your body. You could put your hands the sides of your neck. Notice how your spine curves there. You could put your hands at the sides of your ribs. Notice how your spine curves there. You could put your hands at the sides of your belly. Notice how your spine curves, your low back. You can put your hands at your hips and notice how your spine curves at your tailbone. Bringing your hands down, out in front of you, leaning forward, into forward fold, child pose. Bringing your hands to your knees and lifting your torso, tucking your toes under, rocking back and straightening your legs. and forward fold at the back of your mat. Putting your hands on the fronts of your legs and walking yourself up to standing. And we're standing in the back of our mats. Bring your hands together in front of you. Practice some balance poses together. If even saying the word balance poses gives you a little bit of worry or excitement or tension, recognize that and work with it. And just notice how words sometimes can give you a certain feeling, and how certain types of poses can give us a certain type of feeling. And just acknowledge that. Maybe consider the reasons why, and let yourself have the experience, whatever it is. Give yourself support whenever you want. I'm going to put my hand on the wall to step forward into dancer pose. So my other arm comes forward, my knee can bend. So we were doing those 3 variations, right? Toes on the floor, or lifted, or knee bent, either way. And if you want to take this hand and hold on to your foot, you could do that too. And if you don't want to put your hand on the wall, you don't have to. Take your back leg, bring it forward, and we're rotating upper body towards the left. Now we're switching sides. Step forward, and your back leg comes into one of those 3 positions. Toes on the floor, leg lifted, knee bent. And then if you want, your hand maybe reaches back. You could hold your pants leg, you could hold your ankle, reach forward. Bring your knee forward, and we're rotating upper body towards your bent knee. And step forward. We're coming into tree pose. So your left leg glides into tree pose. Your toes could be on the floor, your leg could be lifted, or your knee could be a little bit more bent. You can hold on or not. Kind of depends on how slippery your pants legs are. So you can put your foot anywhere along your leg and breathe. Putting your foot back down and shifting onto your other leg, foot on the floor, foot on a little bit higher on your inner opposite leg, or holding on or not holding on. Maybe you're different on this side. And releasing. Both feet on the floor. You're standing up at the top of your mat. Just finish the tree pose. Allow your arms to come down by your sides. Slightly tuck your tailbone. Bend your knees a little bit and look straight ahead. Observe how you feel after doing all those balance poses. And just notice how your breath is, how it feels to stand on 2 feet. And now we'll do some more balance poses. Put your hands together in front of you, shift weight onto your right foot, step your left foot back, and your right leg floats on top of your left leg. We're coming into eagle pose. Take your right arm underneath your left, wrap your arms around each other. Unwrap your arms, take your right hand to your right knee, and lift into bird of paradise. Stepping your right leg back behind you, and your left leg crosses over your right leg, and your left arm wraps around and sit down. Unwrapping your arms, your left knee comes into your left hand. You can hold kind of across like this. You can see my hand is on the wall, so I'm using the wall to give myself extra support and balance so I can open a little bit more in bird of paradise. And both feet down. We're stepping towards the back of our mat. Inhale to bring your arms out to the wall. Exhale to hinge forward into halfway forward fold. Let's take a rotation. Your right hand comes down towards the floor. You can put your fingers down on your mat and take your left arm up towards the ceiling. Inhale to lift. Keep your arms where they are. Pick up your left heel. Pick up your left knee. Extend your left leg. Now, some of you might want to hold on to your foot and extend like that, or hold on to your leg, extend like that. You're welcome to do that. Step forward onto your left foot. Bring your arms overhead. Exhale and hinge forward, and we're stepping forward into balancing warrior. Your back leg gradually floats. So here are your options. Same three. Toes on the floor, legs lifted, or knee bent. Gliding your leg forward. Let's try the other way. Your leg comes forward, left arm forward, and right arm back. See if I can do this. And breathe. It's one of the revolved poses that I like. Some of you might be holding on to your leg. Some of you might be holding on to your underneath your thigh. Great job. Step forward. Arms forward. Step forward. And we're into that balancing warrior. Your back leg lifts. Maybe not very much, or maybe a lot. And maybe you could bend your knee. Stepping forward. Together at the top of your mat. Inhaling to reach up. Exhaling, bring your arms out to the walls. And hinge forward. And put your hands down onto the floor. Put your hands more firmly on the floor, and you can walk or step or hop. That's the plank. Your knees come down to the floor. Walk your hands back a little bit. Cross your left ankle over your right ankle. And right from the beginning, you can stay right like this. Or if you want to, you can press down into your hands. Lift your shins off the floor. You're on the tops of your feet in the pendant pose. Knees come down, uncross your ankles, hips move back toward your heels, sit up, and look forward towards the top of your mat and observe your practice. Observe your breath, observe your body, your heart rate, your respiration rate. You're just watching all the things. Slide forward. Find your plank position. You can do any plank you want. One knee on the floor, both knees off the floor. You could be on your forearms. You could be on your fists. The knees come down. Okay, cross your other ankle on top. I think it's this way. And walk your hands back a little bit. Press down into your hands and lift into the pendant pose. Knees down, uncross your ankles. Glide yourself back into your seated posture and observe your practice once again. Bringing your arms forward, leaning into upward facing dog. Pulling your hips back, crossing your legs underneath you, and stretching into boat pose. Right leg forward, left knee bent, tilt. Hold on to your right big toe with your middle and index finger. And you can stay right there, or you can start to bend your knee and lift. And you can lift your leg from here and bring it forward or out to the side. Either way is fine. And if you prefer, you can come down onto your forearm and extend your leg like that. It gives you a little bit extra support, a little more room to move um, in your body if you lean on your side. When your right leg goes long again, you can lift your torso and stretch both legs long out in front of you. Roll through your feet and your ankles, wiggle through your toes. Okay, that was a lot of options, and you still have all the same options on the other side. The left leg goes long, your right knee is bent, your left arm comes up inside of your left leg, and your right arm reaches up and over. You can always stay in any of these positions. Wherever you want to be is just fine. Hold on to your big toe if your arm does that. And then you can lift. You can lean back, hold on to your foot. You can bring your leg forward. You can bring your leg out to the side. Do what you like there. If you want a little extra space, a little more support, you can come down onto your forearm and extend your leg long like that. And lifting and stretching your leg long again, and both legs long out in front of you. Roll through your feet and your ankles and wiggle your toes. And cross your legs and sit for a moment. We just did a lot of interesting things, stretching our bodies in different ways. And just notice the effects of that on your body. You can come back to center, breathe softly and deeply. Breathe into your belly. Let everything settle down. These pauses are what makes yoga yoga. This time for introspection, this time for contemplation, it's time to observe. This is the point of yoga, this contemplation, this opportunity for your mind to clear. Start to move your torso around a little bit in one direction, circle, and then move your torso around a little bit in the other direction, circle. And stretch your right leg long and take your left knee and rock your left leg. Put your left leg down in front of you, lean over onto your left hip, and bring your right leg around behind you. We're coming into the pigeon pose, leaning over your left leg and rocking a little bit. I like to do that rock. I feel like rocking helps me stretch. And I say it a lot, but that's optional. All this extra movement is optional. You can also be very still and pay attention to stillness in your body and give yourself perfect, the just the right space and just breathe and be right there in the moment. One more inhale and exhale in your pigeon on this side. Start to lift your torso. Once you're up, put your fingertips on the floor on either side of your bent front knee. Lift your torso and soften a little. And take both legs out in front of you. Roll through your feet and your ankle. And we're going to take our right leg into our arms and hold on and cradle your right leg. Maybe you're holding on to your thigh, just your thigh. Maybe you're holding on to your knee. Maybe hold on to your thigh and your foot, whatever works. And take your right knee down. You're moving over onto your right hip and dragging your left leg around back behind you. When you're leaning over and you have these options, you can straighten your back leg a little more. You can lengthen your spine a little more. You can bring your torso a little bit more over your front leg, and you could rock or not. What do you think is going to work best for you? Well, the only way to find out is to try to see what's working best for you, to give yourself that option. And gradually starting to bring yourself lifted. Bring your leg that's behind out in front again. Press out through your heels. Roll through your feet. Wiggle through your toes. Scoot forward onto your mat. Wrap your arms behind your legs. Bring your torso toward your thighs. And lower yourself down onto your back. Make sure there's nothing behind you. Sometimes, especially if you're like in a place where there are animals or kids and pets and things move around. Dogs love to lay on your yoga mat. You can roll yourself down onto your back, and you can put your hands on the top of your stomach. Have one knee bent up towards the ceiling to relieve the pressure on your low back of laying with both legs straight. And put your hands on the top of your stomach and encourage your deep belly breathing. Once you've done that for a little bit, you can switch legs, one knee bent, your other leg long. Encourage your deep belly breathing. Now that things are slowing down a little bit, you can pull your right knee in toward your chest, kick your right leg up towards the ceiling, cross your right ankle over your left knee, and let legs wing over. Bring your arms out to T or cactus. And hold on to your legs and bring them back, pointing up towards the ceiling, uncross. Kick your left leg up towards the ceiling, cross, ankle over opposite knee, and then let your left foot wing over, your legs wing over towards the right. You can bring your elbows out to cactus or straight arms, whatever you like there. Can you encourage your deep belly breath here as well? You can assist your legs back through center, both feet on the floor, and bring both knees into your chest and kick around and move around. Put the soles of your feet together, hook your fingers over your ankles, and encourage your knees to come out to the sides. But if you don't like that, you could also have your knees toward you or towards each other. And if you don't like that, you can also have your feet on the floor and rock your knees left and right. It's personal preference. You can choose. Take your left leg long along your mat. Take your right knee into your right shoulder. And bring your right knee across your body over towards the left. Rolling back onto your back. Bring your left knee in towards your shoulder. Left knee across your body, over towards the right. You can bring your arms out to T. Rolling back onto your back. Both legs go long. Lengthen yourself out along your mat. Big inhale and squeeze up. Squeeze up your feet and your legs, your hips, your back and your belly, your shoulders, your hands, your face, your jaw. Squeeze and squeeze and squeeze and exhale and release. And one more time, notice the natural curves of your spine. You could feel as you're laying on your back, perhaps your neck has space behind it, curves up towards the ceiling. And maybe you can feel your middle, your upper back, where it presses down into your mat. And perhaps you can feel, you could take one hand maybe and just kind of feel the space behind your low back, noticing how that part of your back curves. And then noticing maybe the back of your pelvis, your tailbone, and how it presses into the mat, how that curves. And then you might notice other like places in your body where your body doesn't quite touch the mat and where your body does touch the mat. And notice those different parts of your body and um, how your body is made, how your body curves, and how your body is straight, and how it feels to be lying in this position. And if you don't like this position, if you want to move, you can move in any position you want to. That's always, please, always a thing that you can do. Is change. If you don't like something, if it doesn't feel right to you, you do something different. As you breathe and breathe, you stay where you are. I'm going to sit up. You're going to stay exactly as you are, unless you're already sitting up, in which case, stay where you are. Um, and give yourself some time to just acclimate to being in this position and deep belly breathing. Breathe deep into your belly. You're welcome to stay in this position as long as you want to. As long as you want, you can move your resting position to your bed or to your sofa, to another space if you want to keep on resting. You could also turn your resting position into your meditation practice and do that. You can do anything you like. But if you are ready, you can start to wiggle your fingers and your toes and you start to move around in your body a little bit. You could gradually, slowly start to roll over onto one side if you're not already lying on one side. You can use your arms to push yourself up to back up to an upright position, and then rearrange your body in the original way that we started, sitting up with your head above your rib cage, above your pelvis, and your arms and your legs more or less just extending from your hips and your shoulders, and you can interlace your fingers if you want to. And observe your practice and notice your thoughts and your emotions and notice your sensations in your body and see how you feel. And maybe you want to give yourself a little bit of time. You don't have to decide right now how you feel. You're just giving yourself space. There's nothing in particular that you have to do. Bringing your hands together out in front of you. Rub your hands together, becoming more awake, more alert, more aware. Pulling your thumbs toward your sternum, tucking your elbows in at your sides. Sit up nice and tall. Take a big soft inhale breath through your nose and exhale through your mouth. And one more inhale and exhale. Thank you so much. Thanks for practicing with me. I appreciate you. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Make a promise to yourself that you're going to practice again soon. If not with me, with another comeback yoga teacher, and if not with another comeback yoga teacher, with some teacher, and if not with a teacher, on your own. You can practice on your own. You know, lots of things to do. You can practice anytime, anywhere, anytime you've got time. Make a promise to yourself that you're going to practice again soon, and you can focus on using yoga as a tool, as your tool, your unique tool to you, to help you in whatever ways you want help, support you in whatever ways you want support. Uh, and I'll see you again next time. Take care.